Hello. Welcome back to Hyrox Training Vlog episode 8. This one is a full body session, it's quite intensive, so the warm up was a bit longer. But yeah, 3 weeks away now from the event and things are getting much more tough but also enjoyable. So straight into the warm up, I'm just warming up my shoulders here, getting ready because I've got some pull-ups in the workout, I've got some pike push-ups and some military presses. So it was really important to get a proper shoulder workout in before this session started. Things that you've seen before, nothing new, nothing fancy, some PE moves, some things I've done on this channel before. Then we start going into some leg work, specifically my hips in this moment. So start with some hip rotations. Again, I've done these before. Some push kicks. Key here is that you lift up your leg and then you push and straighten as it's raised. So you really work on your glute and your hamstrings at the same time. Little hamstring stretch, stretching my quads. No running in this session today, but I'm gonna be doing some front squats and some movement and some jumps and some burpees. So important to get a full body warm up. Jumping to the bar, scapula pulls. Again, pull-ups later on. Hang your knee raises, engaging the core, engaging your lats, get a nice balance. Stretch out my lats as well, your calves. Again, things I've done before. It was just a very super intensive warm-up today, dynamic and static, because yeah, this was a long session. I think I was in the gym for about an hour 15 in total. Today's session is a Metcon with a strength section and then a skill section to finish as well. So the intensive warm-up was definitely necessary. But yeah, just to finish up the warm-up, up and down the lane, things you've seen before, heel flicks, some lunges, working on my hip rotations as well, running along, warming up those hamstrings nice and well, and then finishing off with some weighted Cossack squats, just moving the weight from side to side, keep your balance, make sure that your planted leg is flat on the ground as you move, don't let your heel come up. And then a wide straddle to finish, wherever comfortable for your hips, make sure you don't pull anything and touch the floor if you can. Into the first workout, this is the Metcon. I think I've done this before in episode 1 of this channel. But yeah, 21, 15 and 9 reps of barbell deadlift and then jumping over burpees. I think I hadn't started my watch, hence why I take a little pause here before I start going into the burpees. But yeah, pretty simple. My friend of mine in the gym here, he wanted to try it, he gave it a go. He completed it, which is more than I can say when I first tried it. So yeah, 21 reps of deadlift, 21 reps of burpees, 15 reps, 9 reps. For time, as quick as you can. Pace yourself, you don't want to rush it because it will creep up on you and then you hit a wall and then you're going to have to stop and take an extended break. So find wherever's comfortable and over time hopefully you get to a point where you can just go at that pace from start to finish. It's important to really think about that because if your heart rate spikes up, that lactic acid buildup is just going to kill you as you get to the end. But yeah, this was a good one. My time improved, I think about 15-20 seconds. I can't remember the exact time, but this is the end of the first round. Felt awful, my heart was beating out my chest. 2-minute rest and then straight into round 2. I lowered the weight and Decio decided to keep going on that same weight, which is damn impressive of him. Yeah, my time improved for this one, obviously it's a bit easier and I got to carry on my next workout. Up next, we're into a bit of upper body work. So we started with a military press. Keep your back nice and straight, really engage that core, don't drop the weight on your head, please God. And if you do fail, it's really easy to just flick it behind you or flick it forward and get away from the bar. Supersetted that with a modified hang clean without the squat portion. So 6 reps of those and then into barbell front squat as well. So 3 sets in total of these movements together. For the front squat, make sure you are comfortable where the weight sits. Don't be a bit lopsided like I am. I was trying to find my zone. I was finding it quite awkward at a certain point. And yeah, back straight, engage your core. Don't lean forward, don't lean back, as if you're just sitting down into a chair. Find a range that works for you. And then yeah, just carry on going 3 sets and then moving on to the next exercise. Fundamental movement here, pull-ups. The first thing, it's a great achievement to have, and yeah, straight into the pull-ups. 8 reps of 3 sets, supersetted with some toes to bar. I'm sure I don't have to explain how fundamental the pull-up movement is and how good it is for you and how it's a great measure of strength. There's millions of videos out there that talk about all their benefits and training for them. But yeah, jumped into toes to bar with that. Back flat, don't kip, and engage your core, pull with your core, don't use your hips and swing. Moving on, so outside of Hyrox training and this kind of training, I train calisthenics. So this is one of my favorite moves. This is the elevated pike push-ups on parallettes. So the higher your feet are behind you, the harder the movement is, the harder it is to keep your back flat and engage your core and to make sure that you're moving down in a proper plane. The parallettes obviously add to that degree of difficulty too, and I supersetted that with the bird dog single arm row. This is a core work exercise. So as you extend the lever between your hand and your knee and have opposite weight on either side, the goal is to keep stable and flat across your back, across your glutes, across your hamstrings. It works all those muscles to remain central. Finishing up with some kettlebell windmills. Again, another core exercise. Lock out your legs, point to the direction that your hand is gonna be touching, and really engage your core and pull with the opposite oblique as you come up. Having a kettlebell obviously makes it harder. You don't have to, but as you learn the movement and you get a stronger core, you can then build up to that movement chain. But yeah, that is it for today's episode, for this week's episode. 3 weeks away from Hyrox. If you want to support me, you know what to do below. If you have any questions, please leave them in the description and I will get back to you on the next video. Thank you all for watching.